Welcome back, and it is time to buy some crypto because we have sales all over the place. I'm with my buddy Jonathan. I know he's going to be buying some crypto today too, as we did not expect this to happen. The market crashing right now. We're going to break that all down. We're going to talk about it. We got a bunch of people filing in. You guys know the drill. Hit the like button on your way in. Help us out. Push us up in the algorithm. Got a lot of things to cover. Of course, the market tanking right now. We got to take advantage of that. Talk about what we're buying, what we're looking at, but also some bigger, more long-term thinking. Some big news came out recently in the last few days that I want to talk about and today. So we're going to talk about that. We've also got a crypto event, free crypto event we're going to talk about. That's coming up later this month. Jonathan and I will be out there. We can't wait to meet you guys out there. There's only 27 spots left, right, Jonathan? 27 spots?
That's correct. That's
okay,
correct.
So we're hoping to fill that up on this stream. We're going to tell you how to get there, what to do, and all of that. 150 people with us already. I knew that this would get some traction because this was unexpected today, guys. The market taking an absolute tank job right now. And we're going to talk about it. Obviously, we've been waiting to kind of see what was going to happen, right? We were kind of hanging in the balance after the whole Bitcoin ETF news, consolidating a little bit, right? We had the big sell-off. Buy the rumors, sell the news. That's exactly what happened here on the charts. And then we consolidated, kind of nothing, right, for the last 5-6 days or so. And today the market decided to sell off a little bit. Now, we're trying to hold these levels. Keep in mind, we were down here at 40,000, 41,000 a couple different times in December. So it's not full panic mode yet. First off, I'm not panicking at all. I think this is a great buying opportunity. Betting that it comes back and bounces off these levels. And even if it doesn't, if it continues to go lower, I'll be looking to accumulate even more Bitcoin and some of the top altcoins out there. So this, I think, is a great opportunity. Jonathan, I want to bring you in here and ask you, how do you kind of look at this today with Bitcoin crashing here? We didn't even expect this to happen, that's for sure. We were going to just kind of talk about the overall market as a whole. And, well, now we've got a little bit of a sell-off. I know you don't freak out during these times, but how are you thinking when you see something like this transpire?
I'm actually very glad, when Bitcoin needs to sell off a little bit, I'm actually hoping it gets down to upper 29 levels. I would be very happy because it just gives us more of a time to add. I know we've got a long way to go from there, but we've been expecting a good pullback before the halving. So this is great for me. I want it to come on back. I knew it was pumped up. Like you've been saying many times, nobody really took profits at the end of the year, which is very weird. And people are looking to get some Ethereum. If you look in the inflows from Bitcoin to Ethereum, a lot of people are moving some money over there. So I'm very thankful for this.
That's a great point, Jonathan. And you're right. It was weird. Nobody took profits. We went from 16,000 to 45,000 on Bitcoin. Nobody took profits. I think everybody was waiting for the Bitcoin ETF news. We got it to start January. And now it looks like starting at 48,000, people are beginning to take their profits. We're even seeing long-term Bitcoin holders take their profits when we look into the data. But you brought up a really good point that I want to talk about because the speculation started this Bitcoin run, right? So we got the momentum up indicator using our XT algo right here back on October 1st. All right, this is my trading indicator. Links down below. We're also going to talk about an opportunity with Preem on that. I want to bring you in on that in just a second. But people started speculating on these Bitcoin ETFs. That's why we jumped from 27K all the way up to 45K. Do you think people are going to start to speculate now on an Ethereum ETF? Is this the time to start buying up the Ethereum dip? What are your thoughts on that?
They're definitely speculating about it. Everybody that I hear talking about it, as far as Wells and people that I speak with, they're already starting to think about, let's go on and get in here and run this up to, 4,000 to 7,000 before anything happens. Okay. Vitalik, what he is doing, nobody's paying attention, but he is building things and getting things ready for the ETF and for all the businesses that's coming in, making it cheaper for transactions. So yes, people are speculating. Yes, people are going to take money from Bitcoin to Ethereum and other ETF plays right now. It's starting to happen.
Love it. And we're going to continue to talk about this overall market coming down here this afternoon. Please, everybody, as you guys file in, hit that like button for us. We're going to be jumping around from a bunch of different topics, but of course, highlighting what's going on in the cryptocurrency markets. And today we've got a sell-off. I think it's a gift. I think it's a great gift. And hopefully, as Jonathan said, we continue to see, I think, a little bit more of a sell-off, and it's just going to create a lot of opportunities out there So shout out to everybody who's joining us today. Jonathan, why don't you talk a little bit about Preem? Jonathan runs the Preem token, if you guys don't know. And you guys, we're going to be doing a giveaway here today too. So you're going to want to make sure you stick around till the end of this stream all the way through. So Jonathan, take it away, man.
Well, thank you first and foremost for having me here. I appreciate this platform to be able to talk about Preem. But what can I tell you, everybody? We have the most vibrant, loyal community I have ever seen. Please check us out on Telegram, on Twitter. Join our family. Come and see what we're building. What we are doing at Preem is we have great partnerships with U.S. Federal Contractor Registration and other companies out there. But what our main focus is we're going to help businesses bridge the gap from Web 2 to Web 3, whether they need tokenization, whether they need NFTs, no matter what they might need, we're going to have solutions already set up for them in packages. And we're going to work with USFCR to offer different packages for these businesses to bring them over. Because here's the key. If you bring one investor into crypto, you bring one investor in, maybe $5,000, $10,000. You start bringing businesses into crypto, and you can really rock and roll. You can bring in a massive amount of money, and you can bring anywhere from 10 people up to 2,000 people at a big business and teach them how to do it together. And I'm letting you know, all the big dogs in business are already doing this. You may not even realize it. Every time you go through McDonald's, it says, are you using your app? What they're doing is they're starting to train people to get people ready to move from Web 2 to Web 3. And Preem is going to be right there to be a nice little link to get any businesses that's interested easily transitioned over. So that's a little bit about us.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge, huge move. I think you're right. A lot of people looking to get into Web3, and it's tough because a lot of companies want to get exposure. They want to get in, but they don't know how. So that's why you're having this event. And I'm sure this will be the first of many events. This one coming up in Clearwater, Florida. So Jonathan was kind enough to invite me. And by the way, let me just put this out there. This is not like a paid video or anything or a paid spot or anything like that. Jonathan and I are just friends in the space. I love the initiative. I love meeting people. So I totally agreed to go out there to Clearwater. This is not like a, paid promo type deal here. This is just, hey, let's get out there. Let's spread the good word about Web3. Let's help however we can. So we're going to be out there, public access, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on January 26th. So if you're out in Clearwater, you want to make your way there, you could sign up now, and I'm going to, go right over to their website. It's preemtoken.com. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom and hit the contact us page right here, that's how you can get in touch with Jonathan and his team over there if you want to come out to the event. Again, coming up on the 26th. We are just 8 days away, so I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a ton of fun. I'm going to be speaking at the event. I'm sure Jonathan's going to be speaking. Look forward to meeting as many people as we can out there. It's going to be awesome.
Absolutely. Everybody that's watching this video, if you go and you fill that out, first and foremost, if you want to come to the event, say, I want to come to the event, we'll mark you down. There's only 27 spots left available. That's our capacity, that we have left. So please do that if you want to come anywhere in the Southeast. Just drive down there and have a nice, beautiful weekend in Florida. I'll talk more about that. But also, if you're not yet a holder of Preem, you come and fill that out. I will send you 1,000 Preem tokens. You will become a holder if you just fill this out, put your wallet in there. We'll take care of you and lift you up. Why? Because we're building a vibrant community that helps with our growth, that helps us get listed on exchanges and show everybody that needs to know that we're real and we're doing things the right way. So thank you very much for that, Zach.
100%. And we'll be talking more about that as the stream goes on, everybody. So as everybody's coming in, of course, we want to talk about what's going on with the market right now. This is something I thought was interesting, and I know you've been tracking this as well, Jonathan, but BlackRock quickly becoming a much, much bigger holder, much big player, just 4 or 5 days into their ETF going live. They've got holdings over $1 billion on their spot Bitcoin ETF. And I know we're seeing a sell-off. A lot of people saying, well, are these ETFs even good? Why are we seeing Bitcoin absolutely tank right now? We're at 41,000. What do you mean these ETFs are good? Well, it's trading volume. There's going to be buyers and sellers. We've got a lot of people that have yet to take their profits. But overall, I think this is unbelievable news. The fact that the big dogs are here and so many of us out there are already early. We're already here before them. BlackRock is on pace to become the largest Bitcoin holder in the world. It's going to happen. They don't come into the space to finish first or second. They come in to finish first and be the top dog. And we're seeing Fidelity. But what this does, it opens the door for so many people to come into crypto. And think about the trickle-down effect. Once they get into Bitcoin, Then they learn about Web3 as a whole and the other altcoins and smart contract platforms and NFTs and gaming and AI. It opens up the whole can of worms for more and more people to get into the entire Web3 ecosystem. So I look at this whole thing, the Bitcoin ETFs and BlackRock becoming the largest holder. I get why some people are saying, hey, this could be a negative thing, but I think it's much, much bigger on the other end of the spectrum in terms of what this does for exposure, legitimizing the industry. Jonathan, what are your thoughts on all of that? Because people have differing opinions on that.
I'm going to go both ways on this, okay? First and foremost, the positives. Positives is correct. We're bringing in massive amounts of money at one time into crypto. That's what it takes for success for us to grow, and not only to grow with money, but to grow with regulation and doing the right thing. Now, a lot of people have a major problem with Bitcoin, though, because once you get somebody holding so many Bitcoin, it then becomes a control type factor. And that's what people don't like. They like the fact that Bitcoin is kind of, uncontrolled, decentralized, and things of that matter. So that's what I'm hearing of some of the negatives. But overall, in the beginning here, this is going to be a great thing, bringing in tons of money and making it easier to use. The easier we make it for people with money up in age, say 40 to 60 years old, to get into crypto is the quicker we're going to grow here in America, because everybody that I talk to still don't even know how to set up a MetaMask wallet, and I spend an hour with them to help them set that up. The quicker we get to that, the quicker we're all going to grow. That's my feelings on it.
100%. Do you think there's some market manipulation going on right now? Do you think they're trying to tank the prices down for the big players to get it in at a cheaper price? Or do you think they've already been buying their Bitcoin when it was 15, 16K?
I believe that they're going to market manipulate this all the way down for other people to get in the $26,000 to $29,000 range. I'm not a financial advisor, but I honestly believe they're going to push it all the way back down there. Why? Because there's not enough people in it yet. Some people just made a lot of money, but the majority of people want to get a deal. So what they're going to do, they're going to create a deal. BlackRock is going to create a deal for people to bring them over. So I pray that we get down to 23 to 26 and then the halving, and then woo, baby, then we can really go to the levels that we want to go to.
I love it. I love it. I think that would be brilliant too. I think, I'm dollar cost averaging, but it doesn't change the, bulk buy scenario either. And if we get down to those levels, you better believe I'm backing up the dump truck to get myself some more Bitcoin at those levels. That would be amazing pre-halving to get down there. No doubt about it. So I don't know if you caught this story too. There's been a lot of talk about Tether, right? For years and years and years, Jonathan, people have said, is Tether really legit? Do they have the reserves? Do they actually have the one-to-one backing? Interestingly enough, the whole FTX debacle, it forced exchanges to show that they had one-to-one backing. Many exchanges, I think, are better for it now. And we're starting to see some of the good exchanges rise to the top. Crypto.com comes to top of the mind. After that whole FTX debacle, they went and proved that they have one-to-one backing of all the assets. Well, recently we got news that Tether also, it's been proven that they have the money they say they have. So this was absolutely huge, kind of flying under the radar right now. Not a lot of people talking about this, but Tether reported assets of about $86 billion at the end of June to back about $83 billion of its USDT stablecoin. And this news is coming from very solid sources. Cantor Fitzgerald, LP Chief Executive Officer Howard Lutnick said his firm has reviewed some of Tether's holdings. And by some, that's a large chunk, considering where their market cap is and what they've hold. They've got a ton of Bitcoin, $2.8 billion in Bitcoin too. So I thought this was really bullish news, because if there was one FUD piece out there still surfacing around the whole Bitcoin arena from outsiders, it was, hey, what about this Tether? Can they just go ahead and print more whenever they want and pump Bitcoin whenever they want? Well, it looks like they actually have the money they say they have. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts is it's a good safety blanket. People won't get wrecked. People will move their money to Tether, and it will allow people to do commerce properly, or at least feel good about what they're doing. This right here is more of what we need. Preem family focused on showing that we're real, showing what we're doing. And things like this shows that Tether's got the money. Crypto.com doing what they did was outstanding. And it really did bring a lot of more money back into it, because I'm telling you, Zach, I know you probably thought about it. I bet you thought about moving all of your money off of Crypto.com until they did that. And a lot of people I know did.
100%, 100%. I think, there was a lot of FUD circulating, and I was nervous. I was definitely nervous for a while, but until once they showed the proof of reserves, all of that went away. And I think it's a great precedent to be set. By the way, if you guys are new to the channel, new to the stream, new to Jonathan, new to me, Jonathan runs the Preem token. We just talked about it, but I want to continue to hit on this throughout the stream. January 26th, free crypto event out in Clearwater. So just go to preemtoken.com if you're interested. Preemtoken.com. Scroll all the way to the bottom. Hit up the contact us page. Jonathan and I will both be out there. So much fun. We're going to have a ton of fun out there. Looking forward to meeting so many people out there. So definitely get in touch with Preem Token at preemtoken.com. Let them know you want to come. Jonathan and his team will set it all up for you. Make sure you're ready to go. And really looking forward to that one out in Clearwater again, January 26th. So that's coming up. Now, we've also got a top story, Grayscale dumping Bitcoin. So this could be part of the reason why we're seeing the sell-off, okay? So if you guys didn't catch this, it just came out this afternoon. So this is a great breakdown. So basically, before the spot Bitcoin approval, GBTC, which was the way to get exposure to Bitcoin, the trust for the last year. By the way, the trust actually outpaced Bitcoin itself, which was interesting in 2023. But this was used to redeem its shares by giving investors USD value, stock price. And they never sold the BTC, Grayscale, in this model. That's why Grayscale has become one of the largest Bitcoin holders, aside from Satoshi and some of the other public people we know, like Michael Saylor and so on and so forth. But with the spot Bitcoin ETF being approved, and all of them being approved, investors are now pulling their money out of GBTC. So we are seeing selling pressure because of this. And there are two reasons. Grayscale's fees are too high compared to where Fidelity is, compared to where BlackRock is, fractions of a percentage point. We've got Grayscale still charging 1.5%, a yearly management fee, which is 5 to 6 times higher than some of these top ETF issuers. That's huge. And that's probably leading into some of this red that we're seeing here today. A lot of investors bought GBTC at a 40% discount, and now it's at 0%. So they're exiting their positions. They're taking their profits. Said another way, GBTC now has to sell Bitcoin to pay it back. So we are seeing some sell-offs there based on this scenario. When will it stop? This can take a few weeks. During that time, Bitcoin can go sideways or even down, as we're seeing today. Once it settles, investors will put their money from GBTC into other ETFs that have low management fees. It's a win-win, right? You can sell now, buy later at a cheaper price, and do it all over again. So I think it makes a lot of sense. This is one scenario why Bitcoin is coming down. Jonathan, thoughts on this? Or, you know what, man, anything else that's kind of on the top of your mind right now in the crypto space? There's so much going on.
It is a lot. Buy the blood when you feel like it's a great deal, everybody. Do not be, I always talk to everybody. They ask me, what do I like to do? I love dips like this when they start coming down and they keep pushing it. That's when I get excited because I know I feel good about my position. So as far as what Zach was just talking about, this is just the same people moving money from one spot to the other, moving money around. I do believe that unless they change their fees, that's going to go down and everybody's going to move over. So, everybody's looking for a deal. That's part of business and part of life. And they're going to be moving that money out of there.
100%, man. So what's some of your best advice, Jonathan? I mean, I know you've been here for a little while too. I know you've been in the markets with myself at least since 2020. What have you learned? What's some of the biggest things and lessons you've learned as an investor, as somebody in crypto that's kind of preparing you now for these next 12 to 24 months, which, most of us think are going to be probably the biggest bull run we've ever seen, right? We hope. And a lot of us have that faith. I mean, how are you preparing now as we get ready for this next big bull run?
So I'm preparing for what is real. Everybody hear me. I went up into New York. I met with Token Sniffer. I met with a lot of new people in crypto and understanding what's going on. And over the next 12 to 24 months, all this fake stuff, all the meme stuff, that people hop on to try to get these gains, they're going to be moving to different chains. You need to find what's real and get involved and understand that crypto, especially in the US, is going to be moving more to a regulated, certified type of industry, and it's a huge industry. It's a gold rush. So get ready to take advantage of what's coming. But please stop chasing and being part of the 92% of the people that lose money in chasing these pumps and dumps and memes and all that. Start looking for what's real. And here at the Preem token, I want to tell you, I got to talk to you a bit about Preem. Right now is a perfect time to get you a bag of Preem. Why? Because we're real. We're always out here. We're forward facing. You come meet us. You come shake our hand. We tell you exactly what we're trying to do. And our saying is, you do the right thing every day. You never have to worry about your job or your pay. That's how we feel here at Preem. But that's my thoughts on the next 12 to 24 months. Get ready for the halving. Everyone knows Bitcoin's real. XRP has already proven what they're going to do once they unleash XRP. All right. And this is my take on it. I'm not a financial advisor, but I am bullish on XRP. I'm bullish on Ethereum. I'm bullish on Bitcoin, and I'm definitely bullish on Preem.
I love it, man. I think you're 100% right. I mean, I think there's going to be a big shift. There's going to be a big shakeout in the markets. I think, the days of just full degenning, listen, while it's fun, we've all done it. We've both won and lost. Eventually it's going to shift, and you've got to understand that. Okay. And you have to realize that no matter what, if you want to invest in every sector in crypto, I don't hate that idea. But always have a backbone in your portfolio. For me, it's Bitcoin, Ethereum. That makes up 70% of my overall portfolio. Those are the cryptos I dollar cost average into. Do I take some risks and chances with other cryptos? 100%. But I'm not putting 100% of my portfolio in a bunch of risky assets. I understand that, hey, DeFi is probably here to stay, but 95 to 99% of the projects out there, they're not going to stay. They're not going to be here. Only the strong will survive. And I think what you guys are doing at Preem obviously is big. And I know that you're working hard, Jonathan. And I know the connections you have, you're not going to quit. So I think it's big, man. I think it's a really important message, especially now that the industry is shifting. The industry is shifting and changing because the big players are here, right? It's not just a bunch of kids playing a bunch of games anymore, right? I mean, this is a real asset class. Things are shifting. Based on that point, what other top altcoins do you really like? I mean, if you had to kind of, look at it holistically here, some of the ones at the top, do you think that have staying power?
As far as altcoins go, as of right now, we can scroll through here, but I want to talk about some of my favorites. Okay, first and foremost, under the radar, you may have never heard of them. I want you to look at them: Jetstar and Cred in the gaming world. Okay, I always give them love because I know how hard they're building, what they're doing over there. They're a great partner of Preem, and as far as the gaming sector goes, I love them. They're on the Polygon chain right now, so that's one that I like to keep my eyes on. I am still a firm believer in Bone and SHIB if they can start doing what they say that they're going to do. I'm telling you, everyone, I'm a proponent for SHIB and Bone. I brought in millions of dollars into SHIB and Bone. Help them get things going, do videos. That's how I got started with Zach and all. I would do videos, spend my time building this up. But they need to do what they say they're going to do and do it quickly. If they do that, everything else will work for itself. The price will go, the people will come in, everything will flood, Shibarium will rock and roll. But those are my favorites, of course. I mean, that's definitely where I'm at right now.
Love it. Absolutely love it. We got some people chiming in. Miguel says Tether has not proven they have the assets. No third party has done an audit yet. That's a fair point, Miguel. I think that would even solidify it more. But what I'm saying is the people here who are putting their names on the line are not just average Joes. You're talking about Cantor Fitzgerald. This is big, okay? And Howard Lutnick, chairman and chief executive of Cantor Fitzgerald, would not just go on record saying this. I mean, his reputation's on the line. This is a Bloomberg television interview. I believe it. By the way, it was at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. But listen, I agree with you. Could we get some third-party audits to go along with it that would even be bigger and solidify it even more? Yes, but I do think this is a big step in the right direction. And again, I mean, I don't understand why he would put his name out there like this if he didn't know and that this was legit. So that's on that point there. Let's see who else we got here in the chat. Let's see. Appreciate everybody out there. 23K after the first altcoin run. So people calling for that Bitcoin dip. They don't want to buy at 40K. They want to buy at 15K. Yeah, no doubt. And I think the richest of the rich definitely want a discount, and they're getting one here today. But guess what? Guess how we beat them? We join them, right? So we're already in there early. We're already in there before they got here, but we gotta, basically play the same game they're playing. So what do you think's going to happen as Bitcoin tumbles? They're going to be dollar cost averaging. They're going to be buying up the dip 100%. And if we do get down to 23, 25, 29K, you better believe they're going to be backing up the dump truck and loading up, and so am I, right? I mean,
It will not last long, that's for sure. Once it gets down there, people will be ready to roll. So make sure you have your money ready to rock if you're going to make that play.
And to your earlier point, Jonathan, we're 100 days away from the halving. I mean, Don't you think this whole year, I mean, first off, it's a sell-off right now, but we got to zoom out a little bit. What's your outlook on 2024? Mine's bullish at the end of this. We have the halving coming up in 100 days. We have a lot of time still left in this year. Bitcoin can fluctuate by 20, 30% in a month, and we'll forget about it 3 months later. It happens all the time. Right?
I mean, so 2024 is going to be lit. I want you all to come down to Clearwater, Florida, so we can show you some of what's going on with just bringing businesses in. But if you look at all the building, all the time that these different projects are putting into growing something special. I mean, up at ETH Toronto, you got to see it, Zach. Wasn't it awesome? Everybody is growing and building. And you know what? It's not to degen. It's not to run in after memes. It's to build something substantial. And this year is the year that it's going to show up for everybody. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, there were some big time companies out there too. Jonathan and I were out there in Toronto. You had Avalanche out there. You had a bunch of other layer ones. I mean, it was awesome just seeing the people there that were all based within the Ethereum ecosystem. And man, it was just, the energy there was just amazing. And you only get that at these type of conferences. And as Jonathan said, we got a free one for you, a free conference, and it's really, really tight knit. We only got 27 spots left. So just head over to preemtoken.com if you want to come out to Clearwater, Florida on January 26th. Fill out this little contact page down here at the bottom. I know I've heard from about 10 or 15 people from my channel and in my Discord that are already going out there. Can't wait to meet some folks. It's going to be a ton of fun. This is what it's all about, right? Coming together, finding solutions, getting into Web3, really getting into it, not just investing in it, but getting into it, getting into the nitty gritty, finding what's going on behind the scenes. And we hope to see a bunch of people out there at the event in Clearwater coming up on the 26th. And man, I can't wait.
Yeah. Zach, ask yourself this. What if I was a business owner? What could adding a DApp or doing an NFT line do for my business? You know, do you understand the power of if you created your own NFT line and people could buy into your business through your NFTs, or you tokenized your business? I'm telling you, every single business in America in the next 3 years will have a token attached to their business. All right. I really feel it. It's going to be not all of their business, but a part of their business. Okay. A way that people spend money and a way that people grow. And Preem is so proud to be right there at the cutting edge of it. And very, very thankful for that. Please come down and see us. Come see this event on Friday the 26th. Come out to dinner, then go to the after party with us at Derby Lane. We're going to spend time shaking hands, putting our arms around you, showing you that we love you and that we're real. That's what we want to do. We want to do something real, babe.
Yeah, come out, have a drink with us. Let's press a couple buttons on the machine, see if we can get lucky or something like that, right? It's going to be a blast, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to get out there and obviously see you again and see a bunch of people out there. It's awesome. That's what it's all about.
Let's talk about XT real quick while I see it in your background. So a part of the packages that we're going to offer to these business owners is XT Algo. Why? Because these business owners are going to want to learn how to trade. Now, tell everyone about XT Algo, please, Zach, what it is.
Yeah, 100%. So this is right on the Preem Token website. This is my trading indicator I had built by the industry professionals. I spent thousands of dollars on this and a lot of time finding the right person to build this. This trading indicator can be used for crypto and stocks. And we are partnered up with Preem. When you use Preem, the code Preem when signing up, you're not only going to get a 10% discount, but you're also going to help burn the Preem token as well. So 50% of the proceeds of your subscription are going to go to burn Preem. But yes, XT Algo, this thing works. Plain and simple, it works. We've got hundreds of people using it. And basically, I think the coolest part of this is when you get all set up, you can customize your alerts. Basically, when you're on the go, you can have the TradingView app on your phone literally be sent an alert. Like today, this is an unbelievable opportunity. You would be getting alerts, momentum down, momentum down. Start looking at your entry points for Bitcoin. If you had one set, let's say at 41,000, you would be getting an alert. You wouldn't have to be checking your phone all the time. This thing would be flashing for you and ready to go, and you could be jumping in. And the great thing is, again, it can be used for crypto, stocks, Forex, commodities, basically anything that is tracked over on TradingView, you can use it for. So, yes, that's what we've got cooking right now with XT Algo. And again, if you're part of the Preem community or if you want to use that coupon code to help burn Preem, definitely do this. And looking forward to seeing some bigger groups come in as well, Jonathan, too. Like you said, I mean, people are going to need these tools, right? And 85% of people that trade the crypto market, that trade the stock market, 85% use tools like this to gain an advantage. Okay. And if you have something like this at your disposal, you have a leg up. So listen, if you don't like my indicator, XT Algo, go find one that's better. I'll guarantee you, you won't find one that's cheaper. We are the cheapest on the market. And again, spent a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy on this thing. It works. And definitely check it out. All the links are down below. And if you guys want to do it through Preem and use that discount code, just do Preem at checkout. I'll actually change that banner down there so you guys can see that as it's rolling down. But yeah, man, thanks for bringing that up. And yeah, it's going to be, we're just getting started. It's only been out since August, and we've got hundreds of people using it already and a lot of happy customers. So really pumped about that.
Education, everyone, for real. Don't do knee-jerk reactions in crypto, for real. Get your Ethereum ready and then make a play, all right? If you're hearing me for the first time, we've all been through this. We've done this before. You know, don't degen. Take your time, make a play, use XT Algo, and find out, hey, you know, based on this is a buy right now, and then either do a short-term or a long-term play. But, you know, education is definitely key there. And we're so excited to be with XT Algo because these business owners, they're busy running their businesses. They do not have time to stop and pump the brakes a lot, but this will be a good way for them to start getting in and start understanding what's going on.
100%. Just to give you guys one more example here, like, so this is the one-day chart on Solana. So the last time our one-day chart flashed a momentum up or a buy signal, look at this. It was September 30th, 2023. That was our last momentum up, basically saying, hey, we got something cooking right now. You might want to go ahead and buy some Solana at $21.
Share the screen, please.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Yep. If you would have had this tool when Solana flashed a momentum up on September 30th, you would have made 341% to this point right now in the last 110 days. There you go. And you could go across the board, whether it's Cardano. I mean, the indicator has worked for all the major alts that have bursted. 85% move here in the last 110 days for Cardano. If we go over to BTC, take a look at that. So to Jonathan's point, this is how you get an edge. This is how you get ahead of the game. There's a 46% move in the last 109 days. If you'd have sold Bitcoin at the top of the Bitcoin ETF hype, right, 74% move in the last 102 days. So amazing stuff. I'm just so pumped that it's worked. You know, I tested it for like 3 months and was so happy to bring it to market, and people are loving it. So absolutely love it. Bought some more Caspa. I like that too. So yeah, Jonathan, go ahead, jump in.
Well, I love that. I love XT Algo. I really do. It's easy to use. That's the thing. And with our partners like Swap and Go, his whole motto is keep it simple. These people need to be able to do things in 1 or 2 or 3 clicks at the max. If it gets beyond that, they don't mess with it. They don't even use it. And XT Algo is outstanding. So please check that out, everyone. Now, I want to throw a little thing in here just so you may or may not know this. I want you to look at the tokenomics of the Preem token. We have 250 million tokens total supply, okay? 100 million tokens of that is locked up for a year. We have over 64 million tokens staked on 2 different platforms, MarSwap and Swap and Go. If you did not know this, we have a 1-year staking at Swap and Go for 18% APY. I am just asking all of you, please come in, get you a little bag of what we're building here at Preem and watch what we do on this push. I really would appreciate that. I want to ask all of you that just personally because I'm telling you, we are grinding and doing something special. But tokenomics make it's very important to the explosiveness of the token. And once we start moving this past a half of a cent, we're going to skyrocket to new all-time highs. So thank you all for letting me speak about that. I greatly appreciate it, Zach.
Love it, man. Love it. And I want to respond to this because, listen, man, I understand where you're coming from here. Commenter, crypto YouTubers are all the same. Listen, it is kind of shitty that we have to get clickbaity at times, but that's what works on YouTube. But listen to the words we say, right? Because we're not saying, oh my God, crash, sell everything. We're saying, oh my God, crash, it's time to buy. There are other people who would say, oh my gosh, it's time to sell everything. We're saying, hey, this is part of a grander plan. Like our long-term vision is to be in crypto for the next 5 to 10 years, right? So summer of 20, I just wanted to highlight your point. I get it, man. And we're trying our best out there. I mean, but if we just made like a title, like, boring Bitcoin news, it's not going to do well. So we're playing the game that YouTube has kind of set up for us, which sucks. But listen to, kind of what we say. And again, we're not FUD. We're not FUDding. This is, I agree 100%, Summer. This is a great buying opportunity. 100%. That's what we're saying. Yeah.
And I want to tell everybody, this is not easy. Zach, we got to tell them they don't know. Being a YouTuber working like this is the hardest thing. You cannot imagine. There's only a few people out here that will even do it for everybody else. It takes so much energy. Zach, do you not work 20 hours a day? I guarantee you at least 20 hours a day. You helped me get involved and get my subscription level. I'm up to 40,000 subscribers. It took me 2 years to do that, of nonstop talking to ourselves. So y'all, we do it because we love you, and we do it because we want people to find opportunities to better themselves. Zach does not do this to stack to make a lot of money. He does it because of the people. And that's the exact reason why I'm sitting here right now, because we care about people.
And listen, money's great. We're not going to sit here and say money's not great, but it's not the motivator for me. The motivator for me is I'm growing a business and I'm helping people. And that's why we love what we do, because we get to see the impact it has. I can't tell you guys, after the 2021 crypto bull run, I go to Vegas quite a bit, and I would run into people out there. People would come up and say, Zach, I took profits on my, SHIB, and I bought a new house. I bought a new car. Thank you. And I had a small part in that. That's what matters to me. That's what fires me up. That's what gets me going. Not, having a video get 20K, because that's great. Videos will do well and videos will do bad. I show up every single day because I want that gratification. My past life, I was a teacher. Why was I a teacher? It wasn't for the money. It was for that gratification. It was for helping people and changing lives as best as I could, right? And that's why I did it. And that's why I do this. I just found a different voice. I've always been a broadcaster. And do I know everything about crypto? Do we know everything about crypto? Absolutely not. But you know what? I've always said since day one, we're going to learn together every step of the way. We're going to get better. We're going to be more prepared than we were the next day. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to fail, but we're going to fail fast. And we're going to get up again and again and again and again until we win. And that's what we're going to do. I mean, every single day, that's what we do on this channel. I know Jonathan works hard every day. I don't take a day off on YouTube. Ever. I work on Saturday, Sunday, Jesus' birthday, my birthday. It doesn't matter. I'm here, right? And that's why.
You look the best you've looked. Look, I've been with you a long time. In the very beginning of this, you wasn't happy. You're happy now, just for the exact same reason that you just said. And I'm happy now. Most people don't know this. I'm an amputee veteran, right? I'm hopping around on one leg. My main business, Manus Veteran Medical, I sell business medical supplies to the VA, and I love lifting up other veterans, okay? But now I'm happy because I'm lifting up our Preem family and taking care of everybody. And it definitely took away from my YouTube focusing on other projects. But look, we're doing it for the same reason, to educate. And Zach, I'm so happy that you look happy, and it means a lot. And I actually pay attention to that because I know how much effort you put into it. I do.
I didn't have hair when I started, but I had a little bit more up there than I do now. But no, man, it's a blast, and it's been fun. And listen, the best thing about this, we're just beginning. We're just starting. We just got cooking. We're only 3 years in. We've only seen one market cycle. And we're still so freaking early to this whole thing. So the opportunities are endless. And hopefully you guys, understand that, right? Because there are going to be some bad days in crypto. It is so volatile. It's so emotional. it's a roller coaster, right? But you have to kind of see things for what they are, not get too high and too low, and have that long-term vision, have that long-term plan in mind. And that's going to make you get through some of these tough days like today, right? I mean, because when I first started in crypto, Jonathan, I'm sure you were the same. Man, when I saw a day like today, I would be freaking out, right? I would be like, oh my gosh, run for the hills. I'm selling everything, right? But in reality, it's exact opposite. We got to be thinking, wow, what an opportunity.
That's the way I had to learn that. Zach, you just said it. And we used to do videos about buying the blood. And for real, whenever a market sells off and you ask yourself why, and you don't see any real reasons or the government hasn't changed their rules immediately or whatever, it is an opportunity if you feel it. And I'm telling you, I have done very, very well with finding opportunities like that. That is when I entered the market. All right. Big red candles entered the market. So that's how I feel about that.
100%. And Crypto Kingpin, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for listening in and tuning in. Professor Shib's out there. You're awesome too, brother. Appreciate you. The game has changed since ETF. Yeah, and I think, there's definitely some, manipulation happening, but there was before too. I don't think it's changed that much. And again, I think it's more of a net positive than a net negative here long term, right? Short term, people are going to be taking their profits. Nobody took profits barely in 2023. I think people are doing that here the first quarter or first month of 2024. It just so happens that it coincides with the Bitcoin ETFs being approved as well. So it's not shaking me out. It's not getting me nervous at all. Like Scott said here, it's time to buy the dip and be ready if the dip comes harder.
Absolutely. One thing I don't want to happen, I don't want these top tokens here to become another stock ticker, though. I do not want that. And it can slip to that if they let it. So let's hope that these people that are doing this, the BlackRocks, the big dogs, that they don't move it too far over where it's just, another stock, Bitcoin stock. You know what I mean? We don't want it to get to that.
Yeah, and the good thing about it now is, yes, if you want Bitcoin stock, you can go get that. But it doesn't change all the people who are already here in Web3. They don't want that. They want to own their own Bitcoin. And I think there's going to be more and more people, Jonathan, I want your opinion on this. I think there's going to be more and more people eventually who probably get into Bitcoin by way of Fidelity or BlackRock or whatever, but then quickly learn, wait a minute, there's a better way. There's a better way to actually get exposure. There's a better way to hold my own Bitcoin to actually not be, subject to somebody lending it out. Eventually, there probably will be people that trickle in and say, wait a minute, give me my Bitcoin back. Let me go get a cold storage wallet and hold my own stuff. Don't you think?
Yep. Yep, and that's what we're going to do at Preem. We're going to educate y'all. Let's keep educating. It was so much fun in the hype for SHIB, getting people set up all throughout the world. Like Zach says, whenever he goes to Vegas, whenever you go around, people see you and remember that, and it does. It means a lot whenever you help somebody get their wallet set up and they go running. And I'm telling you, crypto is the only place you can do that. What are you going to do? You're going to hop into a stock and try to make 3 to 5% a year? Come on now, with inflation at 300%, 200%, you're making nothing. So you've got to take chances like this if you want some growth.
100%. You've got to take risks, and you can't be afraid to fail. Now, I always say you got to take risks, Jonathan, but calculated risks, right? Yep. Not just risks that are willy-nilly and just throwing money around and seeing what sticks. It's allocating your money, allocating your portfolio. Let's just say you had $5,000 saved up. I remember back in 2020, I was making no money, guys. Zero. I was in debt, making about 48 grand a year, living off about $300 a month, literally, after I paid my rent, $300 a month. I was eating the same foods. I kid you not. Was I the worst off? No. People were worse off than me. But was I the best off? No. But I saved up enough to have $7,000 to start my crypto portfolio. And I took it very, very serious, right? And every single day I watched that thing slowly grow. The timing was perfect, but I had done research. I thought that this was kind of the next leg up based on the historical halving cycles and the altcoin cycles. And I had that money sitting there in 2020, waiting for the right times to start injecting it into the markets. And because of that time and energy, it worked out, right? So it doesn't happen just overnight either. I know, Jonathan, you've been in business for a long time and just trying to better yourself. I had 3 or 4 failed small businesses. I've been trying to become an entrepreneur, trying to do this thing for a while. And finally, it's worked so far. And guess what? eventually you're going to get kicked down again. And then what are you going to do about it, right? You're going to have to get back up and figure some other things out. I mean, that's kind of the life you're signing up for. So I think a lot could be gleaned from that as a crypto investor too, being an entrepreneur. I think it's very similar, the ups and the downs and the trials and tribulations. I don't know if you want to speak to that.
Well, I'll tell you, the cool thing about crypto, Zach, I know you feel this. If you ever ask anybody for help, most of the time there's somebody right there that's willing to help you. That's the coolest thing about crypto. That's different than business. In business, like you said, you failed a few times. I failed a few times. It takes falling on your own face, and you have to learn it. But with crypto, everybody that I know is willing to help anyone learn the basics and get going. That's the cool thing about crypto. And again, I still feel that there's no competition in crypto. I feel that we're in the biggest gold rush of our lifetime is right now, the next 12 to 24 months. And I hope all of you, no matter what project you get in, I hope it's you go and you build your big nest egg and you can ride this out. That's really what I'm hoping for everybody.
Yes, 100%. And today, is not a day to panic. It's not a day to freak out. It's a day to really focus in and say, okay, Bitcoin's dropping. Is this the time to start dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin or Ethereum or one of your favorite altcoins? You have your own goals. That's the other thing too. So many people, Jonathan, ask, what should I do with this amount of money? What should I do with this? How can I make money? Everything is different for everybody, right? Based on what are your goals, right? How much time do you have? What's your time horizon? What are you trying to do? So I think a lot of time needs to be spent, in your own kind of head a little bit, right? And write things down. Get your plans out on paper. I know I write everything down, or otherwise it's just all wishy-washy around and I forget it and whatever, right? But days like today, I'm ready to attack. Like I bought Bitcoin recently, right before we came on, a big chunk of it, right? Because I've had my plans and goals ready, and I've been sitting on some cash. Most of you guys who know that watch the channel, I took a little bit of profits in late 2023 and been sitting on that cash waiting for a dip like this. I'll gladly go ahead and buy a little bit of Bitcoin today. So talking in circles a little bit, but
well, let's talk about the positive right there. Look, y'all, it is on a chart every 4 years at the halving that Bitcoin is going to move up a percentage every 4 years. Okay. So he can share this with you maybe. So if you take any type of educated guess whatsoever, a little bit after April, we should start moving up and we should really go on a nice little run. So if you wanted to get into crypto, if you take an educated guess, look at this right here. We should get a nice little push from here, to 60, 70,000. There's no telling where it's going to go to, especially with these ETFs. So he's right. Every single time you can dollar cost average in and load up your Bitcoin, I feel that you're doing good. Yes, we do hope that it might dip down to the 24 to 26 range. That would be the prime loading period. Like you said, we would remortgage houses and whatever we got to do for that, whatever you need to do. But if it doesn't, you're still getting in at a good spot right here. So your buy today, educated guess would say, hey, I'm going to do a nice return on that starting after April. You feel the same way?
100%. Yeah, I think the bottom has already been in on Bitcoin, right? And I think we've started to trend up, which we've seen at cycle bottoms. If we just look historically, we've seen a little bit of a trend up leading up to the next Bitcoin halving. We're right on that same trajectory again. But to your point, these little blocks in green, these are the biggest jumps. And where do they come? Right after the halvings, right after the halvings. And we're getting ready for another halving here in April. And I think we're going to get ready for another big bump. Will we get some sell-off before then? Yes. Bitcoin going down 30%, 40%. That's normal. That's just Bitcoin.
And that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, exactly. If you can't stomach that, then you're not ready for Bitcoin and crypto.
No. And I'm telling you, it's rough, everybody. You know that if you played in this game long enough, especially with some of the other altcoins, you know how fast it can go. But Bitcoin, I still feel really, really good about it. And, it looks very strong to me. Right now, I think we just bounced off the 40 range a little bit. Now we're back to 41. And it's going to be a good time. But if it does dip down, if it happens to break down on any type of, any type of news, world news, push it down, it's time to load the truck up, man.
100%. Yeah, you're right. We are bouncing here in the last 15 minutes coming off of, we got all the way down to about 40,600 on a wick down, 40,500, bouncing up a little bit above 41,000 right now. But I think just part of a grander plan. Again, I think it's still just a great time to accumulate right now. And I know a lot of people feel the same here in the comment section. Moonbound says, we've been here. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
We've been here before. We've been here before. And this is really nothing. I mean, we've seen the worst of it. If you were here during the FTX debacle and the Terra Luna crash and you're still here, today is just another, day. It's just another normal day, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's getting exciting again, though. Zach, people with money are getting ready. They're like you said, they got their ETH sitting there. They've got their money sitting there ready to make the plays, and everybody's starting to chatter again about crypto, and that's what I'm excited about. And I know, off of the events we've been and all the big dogs, what's coming is so awesome. The AI tying into real world technology, shopping for shoes, shopping for all these different things that are coming together. The way Ticketmaster is working their tickets now, it's all coming together. The wallet access is going to become easier, and this next year is going to be exciting, And I want to give people a piece of news that they may not know. Why is Preem Token so excited about bringing businesses from Web 2 to Web 3? Well, especially in the federal contracting side, there's something called FedNow. If you haven't checked it out yet, just start doing your research on FedNow. What it basically is it's going to start tying in blockchain to track a federal contract from one end of the federal contract all the way to the other end, and it helps pay out as you continue to create and finish parts of the contract. Everything on the blockchain is trackable, and that's where the federal government is going to go with FedNow. That's why Preem Token is so excited to be partners with U.S. Federal Contractor Registration and be able to offer opportunities for these different businesses. Because one thing about federal contracts, if you do a federal contract, you're going to get paid. As of right now, Uncle Sam's checks has never bounced. That's why all the big dogs do federal contracts. So we at Preem Token are set up right for success, and we want to invite everyone to come join us. All you got to do is fill out that little thing at the bottom of the website. I will send you 1,000 Preem tokens for free. You'll come on and you'll be a holder, and then you can always keep an eye on us and be ready to strike when you're ready to load your bags.
There you go. Fill that out and get in touch with Jonathan and their team, and he'll give you some free tokens. Also, let us know if you want to come to the event. That is also a free crypto event. That should tell you everything you need to hear right now. Free crypto event. We're not making any money on this at all. We literally just want to bring people together. A completely free crypto event coming up on January 26th. There are 27 spots left. I'm sure a few people have already emailed you during this stream, so there might be less than 27 spots left. January 26th out in Clearwater, Florida. We'll be there 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come out and see us. There's the, this is Preem Token. At Preem Token on X. Make sure you follow them right there. There's the address and everything. So check it out. Join us out there. We're looking forward to seeing and meeting anybody out there who's interested in coming out and just talking about Web3, talking about bridging the gap from Web 2 to Web 3, being positive, being, a solution, right?
A family, baby. Yeah. And listen, everybody, when I took over this project, I learned so much. And let me tell you, 90% of everything you do in crypto in this side, you have to pay to pay to play. All right. We want you to come for free. All right. The reason why Preem Token is not shelling out hundreds of thousands of dollars to just jump on exchanges, because that hurts our holders, our core group. We're never going to do that. We're going to continue to grow brick by brick. We don't need all these other things. We know what we're doing here at Preem Token, and you will soon see how explosive we are. But I'm tired of paying just for someone to allow me to talk or for allow Preem Token to show up here or there. We're not doing that. We're growing the right way every single day. And Zach, again, our relationship has always been straight, up, forward, and honest, and that's why we do business together. We look at each other in the eye. We take care of one another. That's all it is. It's a handshake, man. It's cool.
100%, man. Yeah. And we're watching Bitcoin's price. Yes, we're selling off today. Yes, this is a big opportunity. And I see some people frustrated in the comment section. I get it. I just want to make this point too real quick. And I know, Jonathan, you feel the same way, but it all starts with a positive mental attitude. I know that sounds so cliche and it sounds, go read another self-help book. But listen, when I started figuring that out, my life changed. When I started reading some of the best books I've ever read, my entire life changed. I went from making $48,000 a year and being in debt to not liking what I was doing to having a complete reversal. Now, it took 3 or 4 years, right? But it all starts between the ears. It all starts with a positive mental attitude and a good outlook on life, and starting to surround yourself with those types of people. So I'm not going to single anybody out. There's some people in the chat who are just being negative, and I don't hate you for it. I just hope you hear me and you get the message, right? Because
I mean, what would you be upset for? This is the time of our lives, y'all. All right. Used to back in the day, people would go pan for gold and try to make it. Okay. Crypto is our opportunity. If you don't understand that, then tell me any other way you can make money. What do you want to do? You want to go to the casino? You want to do this? You want to do that? At least in crypto, we've got a real shake at it, everybody. So this is an opportunity. And no matter how, yes, we talked earlier about hoping that it moves down to 26, not to harm the people that are already holding right there. It's because we already know, using our zoom out method, where we think we're going to go. It's just a hell of an opportunity, everybody. That's
right.
How we feel.
Right. And crypto vibes, I want to bring this point up because I want to use this as a learning lesson again. By the way, I'm losing a lot of money today. Probably you're losing too, or you don't have a bag. See, that's where we're coming at this from a different angle. We're not looking at this as losing money today. If you hold an investment like a stock or Bitcoin or whatever it is, and you don't sell it, it's just down, you haven't lost. You haven't lost yet, right? So I guess you're just looking at it as whatever you're holding is down today, so the balance in your portfolio is down. Or maybe you just have a shorter time horizon. I don't know, but I'm giving you guys and everybody out there what we're thinking here. If you have a 5 to 10 year window, your mindset should not be, today sucks. It should be today's a big opportunity. I don't know how else we can really say that, Jonathan, but I'm hoping that message gets across.
Exactly. And not being financial advisors, we're not sitting here trying to tell you what to do or what to buy. We're trying to tell you that through our experiences, what we have learned, and we've been through it. I'm telling you, Zach knows that I've been there, and I know he's been there. We've seen it all. And we're trying to help people get into real assets and really understand what you're doing when you buy, and to not freak out and to hold and to grow. Okay. He showed you the Bitcoin halving chart. Unless something crazy happens in this world, which it could, there's probably a 50% chance that something crazy could happen to knock us off that halving rise. But what if it doesn't? That chart, that green box this time went up to 600K, didn't it, Zach? So the opportunity is 25,000 to 600,000. That's the opportunity if you're looking at it from this level. And I think it's going to be all right. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's an unrealized loss. Exactly. Yeah. A couple of people chiming in with that. Yeah. It's not a loss until you realize that it's a loss or gain, right? It's not a gain until you realize that it's a gain or loss. So it's a great point. I mean, so otherwise it's just an investment that you continue to hold, and obviously it will fluctuate. And if it's crypto, it's going to fluctuate a lot, a lot. Right. So Pat, why is it all collapsing? Devastating. Man, I feel like we have to keep repeating ourselves. But
let's move away from Bitcoin, because you know what? Bitcoin is moving down, and I'm telling you, everybody, they're going to make a nice, sweet little deal for all the real money to come in behind what they're doing. I'm letting you know it's not going to just skyrocket, y'all. So use your mind, think about it. Yes, they have the ETF now, but now they got to sweeten the pot. So just remember that.
Yep. Yeah. Somebody chiming in with Cardano at 50 cents. I was buying at 25 cents. When everybody said Cardano was dead and in the water and whatever, I was buying at 25 cents. So, I mean, yeah, I like it at 50 cents too. And there's going to be a ton of altcoins on sale today, 100%. So let's see here. What else we got? We see some of the biggest losers. Say, which has been crushing it. It's down 14+%. This is what I like to do. I like to see what's in the red here. Where can we really go hunting for some of our favorites here? Avalanche down 8% already. Solana down under $95. Gala's still down under 2.5 cents. So, I mean, tons of opportunities out there. And I agree with you, Jonathan. I mean, I think so many people, just, you said something earlier. So many people, I think, just are trying to get rich quick, and it just doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. Right? I mean, you got to take a long-term approach to anything you do that's worthwhile, whether it's investing, starting a business, bettering your life through whatever means you're trying to do it. I mean, it's a process. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the ride. There's going to be ups and downs, but it's a process.
It is. It's a process. And yes, me and Zach and other folks got into SHIB early. We got lucky. Yes, we did good. Okay, it does happen. You will find those. But I'm letting everyone know with the meme tokens moving forward, that just pop up and shoot up. Just, be careful. All right. Look, y'all, 94 to 96% of people lose on plays like that. Those are the ones that we're telling you not to run after anymore. Look for people that are forward facing, just look at the name. Old Mick Mars from Motley Crue said it. If it's a shitty band name, it's probably a shitty band. All right. Just look at the name. Make sure that you do your research. And if you can shake someone's hand now in crypto and you can reach out to them, you can call them on the phone, then you might be into a good project. But if you can't, and they're hiding behind some name, some crazy, I don't know, front, then stay away. I mean, that's how I feel about it right now. I really think that you need to be careful. But this year is a year of growth. Okay. This is a positive year. The One Leg Bandit's positive. Zach Humphries is positive. You got to come down and feel what we're doing, because I'm telling you that this is an opportunity for every one of you out there. Get ready. All right. For real. It is time.
100%. And I want to show you guys this one more time before we close up the stream. We've been going for an hour. If you guys haven't hit the like button, definitely do so people watch this on the replay. But we've got a big event coming up in Clearwater, Florida. Free event, completely free. January 26th, 9 to 5 p.m., 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. out there. So we look forward to seeing you out there in Clearwater. And if you guys are interested in coming to the event, let me find my link there. Just go to preemtoken.com. Go over to preemtoken.com. Scroll all the way down to the bottom here. There's a little contact us page, and send in your email and just write in the message box, hey, I'm interested in checking out the event. And today, Jonathan, they can also fill this out and give you their wallet address, and you're going to give them some Preem as well, right?
Correct. Not only today, up until the event at USFCR on the 26th, if you fill that out, I'm going to send you 1,000 Preem tokens. Why? Full disclosure, honesty here. You never get this. We need to continue to show growth for what we're doing with CoinGecko and with other exchanges. We have to show the growth. So we need you. Yes, I'm sending you the tokens, but still you become a holder. I'm not airdropping them. I'm sending them directly to you. So that's why I need you all. So come on and get some free tokens. Come join our family that's coming directly from the One Leg Bandit. I'm giving to you because I love you and I need you. So come on and join our family. Watch what we do at Preem. People were asking, scroll up a little bit, please, Zach. People was asking, How do I buy Preem? First and foremost, you go to MetaMask, you click swap, you click from ETH to Preem, and then you move the slippage over to 5. All right, it's only 4.1, but that's how you do it. Or you can use the swapper here and just send Ethereum to that swapper address right there, and it will send you back Preem. So however you want to do it, you can do it, or you can use our partner Swap and Go. So we have 3 different ways of getting it, and we greatly appreciate every single one of you. $25, $50, $100, whatever you want to buy. Come on and join us. If you buy an Ethereum worth right now, I will send you a free Jack Storm's Preem Crystal. It's the last one I got. So if you buy an Ethereum worth and do that, I will send you that as a bonus thank you. And besides that, I love you all. You got to come see what we're doing with these businesses. You've got to see it with your own eyes, because once it clicks in your mind, you're like, oh my God, they have $1 billion opportunity here. That's what it is. Preem is tied into billions of dollars in federal contractors and opportunity. And we really want you to come see it and understand and even put your input in, because we grow by listening to what people say and how we want to grow together. So thank you so much, Zach, for everything. We're going to have a great time in Florida, and we're going to have a great time playing some cards at Derby Lane and have a great meal together. Can't wait to see you, brother.
Yeah, can't wait for it. Really, really looking forward to it. So thank you to everybody who checked out this video. And again, if you guys are interested in meeting us up out there in Clearwater, completely free event, come out and check us out January 26th. Go to preemtoken.com. Fill out a form there at the bottom if you're interested. And man, this has been a good stream. Even though the market is crashing or correcting, it's a big opportunity for us in the markets right now. And yeah, it's a day to get excited. It's a day to buy the dip, as they say, for sure. And Jonathan, always a pleasure, man. Thank you again, and talk to you real soon.
Thank you. See you, bud.